Congratulations, you're pregnant! I'm sure you have 1,001 questions, but one of them might be, can my baby hear in the womb? And if so, at what gestational age are they able to hear? Well, research has actually shown that your baby will start to hear sounds at around 18 weeks. Between 18 weeks and 26 weeks, your child's auditory system starts to develop. So at 18 weeks, they can hear sound and they're aware of sound, but they aren't able to distinguish between different sounds. Whereas at 26 weeks, your child is actually able to distinguish your voice, their mother's voice, as opposed to another female's voice. This is picked up in research through responses to sound from the fetus in movement, and also it is often seen that when a child has heard sound and they're in the womb, their heart rate increases. Babies love music. Play music to them on a regular basis, soft, calming music, and if you play those very same songs to them after you've given birth, it is shown to have a soothing effect on your child because it is sound that is familiar. In fact, research shows that a child's neural response to music that they've heard while they were in the womb is stronger than to music they hadn't heard while they were in the womb. So the next question is it possible for your unborn baby to develop a hearing loss in the womb as a result of being exposed to excessive noise levels? So I'm going to start off by saying it's wonderful to expose your baby to sounds while they're in the womb. Expose your baby to restaurant noises, chatter, laughter, the odd party, the loud environments, because that is the world. That is preparing them for the outside world that they are going to be exposed to very, very shortly. So exposing your child to sounds, even if they're loud but not excessively loud, is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It prepares your child for the outside world, and you are more likely to have a child that won't startle at random noises in the environments once they are born. However, if you are in an environment where you're being exposed to sound levels that are over 100 decibels, and this is happening a lot of the time or is happening consistently, then you could potentially be causing harm to your baby's hearing. So I would recommend that you get yourself out of that environment until you've given birth, and hopefully you're wearing hearing protection in those environments as well. So how do you actually know if your baby is hearing in the womb? Doctors will often check this by exposing your baby to noises, playing music, or asking you to speak, and then watching if the fetus makes any sort of movement in the womb in response to this, or if their heart rate increases. The absolute best piece of advice I can give you is ensure that when your baby is born, you get their hearing screened by an audiologist. If they pass this hearing screening, it means there's no cause for concern at that point in time, which is fantastic. But as a parent, it's also important to bear in mind that just because they pass that hearing screening doesn't mean they can't develop a hearing loss later on in life. Some hearing losses are progressive, meaning they happen at a later stage, or they happen slowly but surely. So keep an eye on your child, make sure that they are responding to noise, they're getting frights when there's a loud noise. Just keep an eye out for them. If you have any gut feel, take them to an audiologist to get checked out again. Essentially, your child should definitely get their hearing screened at birth, at 1 year old, at a preschool level, at a primary school level, and then also at a high school level. Did you know that research has shown that a fetus can hear a word well enough to retain it in memory? So all I'm saying is be careful what you say to a pregnant woman, because she's not the only one listening. That's all from us for today on Hearing in the Womb. If you have any questions, contact your nearest audiologist, or you can leave a comment below this video and we will be very happy to get back to you. Other than that, have a wonderful day.